Welcome back. Let's look at the data we retrieved from the web last time and reformat that data to make it easier to use in a VLOOKUP function. So what I've done is I've eliminated one of the fields just to make it easier to work with. So we're dealing with the tax bracket in the married filing jointly data set. For the range for the married filing jointly, what we'd like is for this lower limit value, the 0, the 17,001, and so forth, to be in the left column of a range. And then we'd like the 10%, 15%, 25%, and so forth to be in the right column of a particular range. So what we need to do is be able to extract from this column F these values, the 0 and the 17,001 and so forth. So let's look at how we're going to do that. We can make use of several of the different text functions within Excel. You'll see those listed over here that are options that we could use, and we're going to use several of those in just a minute. To find the 0 or the 17,001 and so forth, what we need to be able to do is to identify where the 17,001 starts, which character it is, and where it ends. A way to bracket this would be that it's to the left of this space, and so we can use the find function within Excel to find within this text string where does that space occur, which character number, and then we'd want the values to the left of it but excluding the $sign. A way of doing that is to make use of this mid function, which is to take a text string and to extract the middle values starting at a particular point. In each of these cases, or at least for these top 3, 4, 5 rows, we want to start at character number 2. And then it's a matter of determining how many values are here. And so using a combination of the find function to find the location for the space and the mid function to extract the number of values starting at 2 and up to but not including the space, then we can pull out those values. So let's walk through it for say in this cell right here, F3, to first just find the space. So it would be equals find within this text. We want to find a space, so it'd be quote, comma, quote, or I'm sorry, quote, space, quote, comma, and then this cell F3. And so you can see that it says that this space occurs at character number 8. Well, if that's number 8, then we really want 2 through 7 pulled out. And so if we say equals mid and use this text, our starting number to be position number 2, okay, and then the number of characters to be this number of characters minus 1, then that allows us to pull out the 17,001. Okay, so let's do that now for these the first 5 rows and create those left-hand side limits for each of those ranges. Okay, what I've done is pause the recording and enter the formulas to extract these first 5 rows so that you wouldn't have to waste time just watching me type. So you can see I've entered the same formula here for this row number 5 to extract the 212,301. Now the formula that's there is also the first formula shown over here. Now we need to take a different approach to get this last one because it has values on the right end of that range. Again though, we have a $sign in front, so if we can find the position of the $sign then and know how many total characters are there and extract the number of characters to the right, then we'd have a way of extracting that 379,150. And so that's what we're going to do. Let's start by by looking at how to find the values, the total number of values in that string. So that's equals len, and so that says there are 13 characters in this text string. Okay, so I want the number of values to the right of the dollar sign. Well, the dollar sign we can find using this find function as well. And so the dollar sign occurs at character number 6. So I know there are 13 total characters. I want to find the 7 on the right end of that. So I'm going to make use of a function equals right in this cell. Okay, now instead of the number of characters, I'm going to make use of the length and the find features here to find to extract from there those 7 characters on the right edge, and that would be the 39,150. Okay, what I've done now is just take that and put it together in just one formula to achieve that same purpose, and you can see that formula here. Now really our last step is to pull out the 10%, 15%, and so forth bracket from this. We can see that there's just 2 characters. We can make use of the left function to pull those 2 characters, and if we want to turn that into a percent, and then we can simply type equals left, reference that text string, 2 for number of characters, and then we could take this and divide it by 100, and then we could format this as a percent, and then I can copy it down this column, and now I have the lower limit of the income range and the tax bracket. And that's it for this one. Next time we'll use this data range for the VLOOKUP function. See you then.